Welcome to Ringside with Matt and Gabe. Matthew Burris.
Gabe Thomas.
And we are back after a month. And just like we promised, we're going to be showing you the marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Roberto Duran fight. This fight took place in November 13th of 1983. The anniversary of this is coming up.
Right.
So let's go take a look.
All right, let's get to it.
Let me rewind this a little bit. There we go. Ring introductions. Roberto Duran.
Cracking up in our cold ones.
Yeah. And with my teeth. This fight was broadcast on HBO, World Championship Boxing. Fitting as we're seeing that because HBO World Championship Boxing will soon be coming to an end.
Yes.
And this was one of the great fights that took place on this channel. It really is truly the end of an era.
Yeah.
Here's the tail of the tape.
All right, tail of the tape.
Yep. Barry Tompkins doing commentary along with Sugar Ray Leonard, legendary boxer at this time, still retired, and of course,
Leonard himself, huh?
Yeah, and Larry Merchant.
Wow.
Here's Chuck Ernst. I mean Chuck Hill. Paul. Yeah, we're just checking back because we've had some technical difficulties lately. So
yeah, we're still good.
Yeah,
we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. The rounds of boxing for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world. Introducing in the blue corner, the challenger, the current WBA junior middleweight champion of the world, fighting out of Panama City, Panama, weighing in at 156 and 1/2 pounds, with a professional record of 76 wins, 4 defeats, with 57 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3-time world champion, in quest of his 4th crown, introducing a man with the hands of stone.
Hands of stone.
Yeah. Roberto Duran. Oh, you've been watching my my beer and brawl shows.
Yeah, a little bit.
Fighting out of Brockton, Massachusetts.
Oh, Brockton.
Well, originally from New Jersey, but I grew up in Massachusetts.
Got it.
And of course, Brockton, the home of Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, indeed.
He is the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, introducing Marvin. Referee for tonight's fight is Stanley Christodoulou. You're going to look at him, and there was quite an issue about all of that too, Larry Merchant. Well, we have such an international
Let's
panel.
fast forward through this.
Right.
Oh, wait.
What's that?
It is Marvin Hagler's choice not to shake hands.
So would you say these are two legends at their time
Yeah.
at this point?
Yep. Roberto Duran at this point, like Chuck Hill said,
Yeah.
like 3-time world champion at lightweight, welterweight, and currently at this point super welterweight, and now trying to go for the middleweight.
Yeah, exactly.
This fight taking place at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Good old Caesar's Palace.
Yep. And this fight taking place on HBO. Fitting we're saying this because HBO is coming to an end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with boxing at least. Still going to be some sports shows, but as far as boxing goes, this is it's the end.
Right.
Duran has said that you might see a different Roberto Duran than the one you
Oh.
Oh, goes for it.
Keep them up. Yeah, both these guys are terrific boxers, but also known to be sluggers as well. Duran, a scientific street fighter, as I've said before in episodes of the Beer and Brawl show, which, by the way, last night's episode, up to 200 and what did I say?
86.
286.
Woo!
So yeah,
Very good. Very good.
Keep them going.
Keep them coming, people.
Yeah. Yeah, Hagler trying to get closer to him because he knows that both these guys are power punchers, and
Right.
Neither one of them wants to make a mistake against the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Duran a little more scientific. As we saw in the David Moore fight, able to slip punches, roll with the punches and stuff like that. Good head movement, good jab.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, some good shots there by Duran. Yep, this is a 15-round fight.
I don't know why they still psych each other out at this point, though, because he really did go for it before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's trying to get his attention, and that's the thing, because boxing really is tricky sometimes, in boxing, you use a lot of things, you're trying to figure him out,
Right,
it's,
yeah.
Sometimes, for some fighters it takes a long time to figure out your opponent, in the ring.
Right.
I mean, for example, Mayweather, it'll take him 2 or 3 rounds, and then after he figures you out, it's like, okay, time to get to work.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, end round 1.
Yep, end of round
Still
1.
going.
Hagler had 32 consecutive fights without a loss.
Wow. So this is make or break for him, basically.
Well, not really. I mean, at this point, he was already middleweight champion, although still trying to get the respect as a world champion.
Right.
In fact, when he won his first middleweight title belt in England, fans in England were actually throwing beer bottles, and he had to get his belt and celebrate in the locker room.
Oh, man. No way.
Yeah, assholes.
I think they say wankers over there.
Here we are, round 2.
We're like the little animation.
Yep, early animation, HBO in the 80s.
Yep.
Once again, this fight taking place November 13th, 1983, for the undisputed middleweight championship of the world. Hagler slipped a little bit there.
Right.
Oh, now they're starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Oh.
That's exactly what his corner was saying to do.
Both these guys are power punchers, and but they can box as well.
Yeah, totally.
And like I said, Hagler, originally from New Jersey. I think he's from Newark. He's from Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, and moved to Brockton. Moved to Brockton, and actually right before Sugar Ray's retirement, there was talks of a fight then between Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ray Leonard was already the welterweight champion and super welterweight champion, but then of course Ray had the detached retina and had to retire, and of course the next year in '84 in '84 he came back for one fight and then he retired because of the back performance. I mean he won, but he felt like there's nothing left to prove, and then of course came back years later to fight Hagler in '87.
Yeah.
Yep, and I've shown that fight. I've shown that fight before too. That was on an episode of the Best of the Fab Four. Yeah.
There we go. Now we're definitely getting somewhere.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Good straight left hand in there by Hagler. And the thing about Hagler, Hagler could switch stance. He was mostly a southpaw fighter, but he was known to switch right hand. Yeah, and you see the similarities between him and Terrence Crawford today. Although Crawford is a lot better on defense, he has a little bit of the Philly shell like Mayweather and James Toney.
Yeah.
And but other than that, similar to Hagler in switching stance and punching power too.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And also, Crawford has a little bit better hand speed than Hagler. Hagler's, his hand speed was okay, but if you compare it to, a Sugar Ray Leonard or, a Mildred Teller or a Camacho or, any of the fighters today like Mayweather and Pacquiao, it's pretty average.
Right.
Average hand speed. And there he is, hands of stone. A little funny story about Roberto Duran. One time, Bert Sugar, the late great boxing historian, he was at a fight, a Duran fight, and he was talking with Joe Frazier, and because Duran was known for having that menacing look, that mean look, and
right. The look of stone as well as the hands of stone.
Yeah. And Joe Frazier was known for having a mean mug himself, and Bert Sugar says, you see that mean mug, that stare? Who does he remind you of? And Joe Frazier says, Charles Manson. Yeah, he had that Charlie Manson look.
That's something.
It's just murder, man. All God's creatures do in one form or another. But of course, nowadays, when you look at Duran, he's gotten rid of the beard and stuff. He's and he's mellowed out a lot too. So he looks like a grandfather.
Oh man.
Well, good shine there by Duran.
There we go.
Yeah,
I was waiting for Hagler to throw a punch because it was like he's starting to look like at least as a casual observer, he's starting to look like someone who's like not on it, whereas Duran's like, getting in there.
Yeah, you got him with a few body shots in there. Yeah. A few good body shots. And this was Duran is showing his boxing skills a little bit. It is a little tough to score because they're both still filling each other out a little bit, although Duran is being a little more aggressive in this round.
Right.
Yeah. And here we are in the third round, 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go. Oh, good right hand there by Roberto. And of course, and of course, at this time, HBO in the '80s, they've already had some good fights. There was, Holmes versus Cooney. There was Mike Weaver and Larry Holmes. Of course, Duran fought on the undercard of that with his fight with Palomino. Another great fight. A fight I've shown dozens of times on the Beer and Bro show.
Nice. Oh, that was an uppercut.
Oh yeah, good shot there. Oh, now they're starting to exchange.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, you know.
Now it's gotten real.
Yep, shit just got real. Of course, Mike Chiavallo from K1 was here. He'd be like, "Shit just got real! Shit just got real!" Yeah, and that Australian accent of his.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Go.
yeah, good shots in there by Roberto. Oh, Hagler got a good flurry inside there.
Yeah, exactly. Those are kind of to the shoulder, but they were still good punches.
Yeah, exactly. And other than Holmes and Cooney, there was Sugar Ray Leonard's fight with Tommy Hearns.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of good. Larry Holmes still fighting on here at the time, and there was more good fights to come. Of course, Wilfred Benitez actually fought Tommy Hearns in the main event in Carnival of Champions, where the undercard of that fight, there was Alfredo Gomez and Lupe Pintor, which is another fight I showed in last night's episode for Hispanic Heritage Month.
Okay, yeah.
That's another fight I've shown 1,000 times. Oldies but goodies.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. That's a better angle. We can see, like, the real, like, you know, at each other's face.
Exactly. Here we are, round 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I like more. When it starts with, you know,
Yep.
with them just flying into each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, of course, boxing was still somewhat being broadcast on network television. It was also still being broadcast on ESPN, but you know, of course, HBO by this time was really starting to take over, starting to become the dominant force when it came to, you know, boxing.
Right.
You know, especially getting into the pay-per-view business and,
Yeah.
You know, closed circuit television, pay-per-view, and of course, movies. You know, HBO there was 2 things they were known for. There were movies and boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
some comedy specials too.
Yeah. Obviously, more of those today.
Yeah. Yeah, I swear, there should be like a museum of great combat sports fights.
Yes.
And this would definitely be in the museum. You know, this is really, I mean, this fight really is a work of art. I mean, I don't know what Meryl Streep would say about this, but,
Yeah.
oh! There we go right there.
See, I don't even know why he takes the punch if he's out of range, except maybe to intimidate him.
Well, yeah, trying to find the range and stuff like that, and that's also the benefits of having the jab, you know, because with the jab you can not only touch your opponent, set up for punches and combinations, you can also find the range, like, okay, how far do I have to be away from him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It also depends on a fighter's reach, too.
Definitely.
You know, reach is definitely everything, you know, because if you have a 7'4" reach, which Hagler, I think, has, and Duran has a 67 reach.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say, Hagler's reach is definitely further.
Yeah, you could just got Duran right there with a few shots.
Yep.
Yeah. And, you know, it also goes into, because I've talked to people, because I've talked about, with other people about, of course these are the 4 kings, the Fab Four Kings, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Talked about, Mayweather fighting these guys, Duran, Hagler, Hearns, and Leonard. Mayweather would definitely have a tough time with Tommy Hearns, because Tommy Hearns had a 79 reach advantage, and he was very tall.
Right.
Mayweather can fight on the outside, but you can only fight on the outside for so long, and eventually he's going to have to try and get inside. And I
I think eventually, Mayweather would have gotten knocked out.